Good morning. It's Anita from Angelic Awakening. Welcome. So I thought I'd just come in just to invite in the energy of the angels, our guides, and the animal spirits today to just guide us through this turbulent time that's been happening in the last couple of weeks in regards to the moons, the Lion's Gate, because of all the conversations I've had with a lot of people. A lot of people are just needing to, everything's just been thrown up in the air. This is how it feels. And things are just falling to the ground, and things are just happening, random occurrences, and it feels like a big wave. We're going up and down in these waves of energy. So the angels wanted to come on today and just help us to reconnect with the truth and to just reconnect with our breath. So we're just going to start off with an invocation and prayer, and this time I'm going to bring in my singing bowl just to give the purpose a vibration, and then it will send it out into the universe. So our purpose today is to connect into the energy of our angels, guides, ancestors, the animal spirits. See what information, what inspiration, what hope, what guidance, what clarity they can give us for the here and now, for the highest good. We also call in our I Am presence today and our souls to overlight the session and see what we need to know right now for the highest good. And so it is. So the first thing they want us to do is actually just come to center, come back to our hearts. So they want us to just place our hands in prayer position over our hearts, and our angels just want us to breathe. So they want us to start off with just coming down and surrounding ourselves with the white light. So I'm asking you to close your eyes now, please, and the angels are asking you to visualize a beautiful diamond white light coming down and surrounding us in the highest good. So just feeling this crystal pure white light coming down, creating a beautiful tingling sensation as it touches your head, moving all the way down. A beautiful white light that anchors us, places a bubble of light around us, and goes all the way down into the ground. And just be conscious of breath. And they're asking you now to surround yourself with the beautiful golden ray of the Christ consciousness coming down from the sun above you, surrounding you in a beautiful liquid gold honey light. So this God light brings in the vibration of clarity, Christ consciousness, just hope. So just bring in this golden light and feel it flowing down, creating a sphere of gold light. And then just bring in the color of Archangel Michael and Akia faith to bring down trust and faith, the blue ray. So it's calling in these beautiful archangels to surround us with their blue ray now. Feel their strength and dedication and the faith and trust, and just moving all the way down into the ground. We're now calling in the pink ray of unconditional love from Lady Nada and also Kuan Yin to surround us in a gentle pink light. And just connecting with our heart spaces now. And finally, the violet flame. So we call in the violet flame and visualizing it coming up from our feet as well as above us, coming down, merging into our consciousness of our I Am within our heart center. So our purpose now is to just connect into our I Am, our soul, our higher self, just to re-establish that connection, to strengthen it, to clarify it, to bring love into it, to help and assist with alignment. So just feel your heart reconnecting with your higher self. And we now invite our higher selves and our I Am and our souls to just come and anchor into the earth. Anchor it all the way down into our bodies, down into the earth, anchoring it into our earth star, pulling all that higher knowledge and wisdom from above us all the way down into the earth. Thank you, I Am. And just repeat after me. I am all that I am. I am all that I am. I am all that I am. So that's just to help us bring us back and reconnect to our I Am. So our I Am presence is one thing they wanted me to talk about today, or our soul. So one of the biggest things to help navigate our path right now is our souls or our I Ams, or I call it I Am, soul, higher self. Whatever you will refer to it, it is your governing energy. It is the thing that holds authority over you. the biggest thing they're saying, the angels are saying today, is that they really want people to remember to breathe and reconnect with their souls. And their souls hold ultimate power, ultimate wisdom, ultimate healing. So if you're ever looking outside yourself for the answers or outside yourself for the healing, the angels are saying you can only get so far with that. So they're saying to remember to return to your heart, to return to your innocence, to return to your soul, your I am. The easiest way to do this is through just the process I just showed you. And you can do this each day, 3 times a day. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. It just develops a ritual to help you to connect with your soul. And they wanted us to first connect with ourselves today, because a lot of the intuitive messages we get from the angels, guides, our spirits are through our I am. And the more we are aligned to it, the easier it is for us to hear. So the angels are pointing out that they're aware that people are having quite a rocky time with the energy coming in from the Lion's Gate, as well as the moon, the new moon. And that's to be expected because of all the energy changes which are coming about. It feels like we're riding a wave of energy. And it's been described by a couple of teachers I've seen. I've not really got into it, but I understand what they're saying. The angels are saying that we're going through this wave of transformation. It's up, down, very volatile, very turmoil. Turmoil is the word I'm hearing. So a lot of things that have not been things that have been inauthentic to people are falling away. They've been shown to people, places, situations, habits, addictions. They're really being identified in people, and even people around me, family as well. Things have been coming up for people to become aware of their health, their well-being, their mental health, as well as myself too. I've noticed in the last 2 weeks my anxiety, which I normally have well under control, has been flaring up with the energy of the moon. And that is because a lot of people aren't sleeping, because there's so much energy pouring through onto the earth right now. We can feel it on an energetic level, and they're saying that's okay, just ride the wave. So they're saying to remind us that to be mindful of when these energetic portals open. They give us a lot of benefits, but also to be aware that you need to take extra rest in these times, a lot of self-care. So I got told as well that because everyone is feeling this, even the children around me, so even through work and through home, I'm noticing children are also being a lot more up and down as well in regards to the energy. And it's not just one child, I'm noticing a lot of children. So if you're noticing children have also been showing the energy, the shifts that are going on the planet, that's okay, it's to be expected. What you need to remind them is you've got to help them to navigate this, because children don't necessarily understand the energy that's going on. And maybe if you are aware and open, just explaining to them that the feelings that they have are genuine, you can acknowledge them, but also explain if they're old enough and that they're, you feel comfortable doing so, to just explain what's going on with all the energy coming to the earth. Because children these days have that awareness, they have that understanding, they know about the moon, they know about things we don't even understand. So it's a really good time to just also with children place extra protection around them. So I'm getting told, even with my son, I'm placing more light around him before he goes to sleep, because there's so many energetic upgrades happening. Children are very sensitive more than adults. So you'll notice that children also get more upset, they get more tired faster. They're just they're also accelerating as well, like us. And they can feel it more because they're not as dense. So remember that children also need, you can ask their higher self or their guardian angels to help surround them with the white, the gold, all those colors I asked in the beginning. You can actually visualize this around your child or grandchildren for the highest good, as well as calling in their guides and angels to just navigate their path with them, to help them to sleep better at night. Like you can connect with their guardian angel or their light team of light, and work with them on that level if they're too young for you to talk to them about things. Because they're saying that we are here to help navigate the children of the future. So reminding us that we also need to remember to have self-care, because we can't help others unless we help ourselves. And to remind us that we do come first. So they were saying to me today, because of the week I've had, as well as in regards to the energetic week I'm feeling on a global level as well as like an individual level, They're saying self-care is so important. So I went today, went to the gardens, went for a walk, just did something for me, and it just refills your cup. It makes you identify your own needs and not always putting others first. So be empowered and really take your power back and put yourself first for a change. Don't always put others before yourself, because you're also, when you do that sometimes, it's also negating your needs. So if you're tired, yes, tiredness is a common one. If you're tired and you need to do something, do you really need to do it? You know, prioritizing things, talking to partners or family members to help you, asking for help, because this is good self-care. This is good self-care for mental health, for well-being, for physical health. You know, and it's about sharing the roles, not necessarily like doing it all yourself. So the angels just wanted me to speak about that and remind us all that we're on this journey together, and to just kind of remind each other as well, it's okay to take a break. You know, when you're getting really busy, sometimes having a break, stopping for 5 minutes is the best thing you can do. You regroup your thoughts, you regroup your energy, and then you can carry on. Because sometimes we're so caught up that we need to get everything done that we kind of negate our needs, and that's not okay. So we're just going to tune into the angels today. These are the cards that have come up this week for me as well as collectively. The first one is Hunter, and it says track down your fears and desires. Tracking it down, so identifying for yourself what are your fears and what are your desires, because they're kind of they're interrelated, because sometimes the very thing you fear is the very thing you actually desire. So for example, I might fear being powerful, but I also desire to be in that leadership role. But I fear it because I fear the power behind being a leader. But I also desire to be a leader because I feel like I need to share knowledge with others. So there's always two sides to a coin, the angels are saying. So sometimes when you have a fear, try and turn it around and see what is it that you're actually wanting out of that fear, because fear is something that's actually not real. It's between love and fear. So if there's something you fear, look at it and see what is the opposite of that thing. So if anxiety or depression is something that is one of your things where you're dealing with, what is it that if you look to the opposite, which would be freedom and relaxation, this is kind of what you're desiring. So our fears are there to also show us what we truly desire. So if you look at it that way, that's maybe a way you could look at your fears. And then it's a better way of seeing, like, if I'm fearing, I'm just using me, if I'm fearing of being powerful, but I desire to lead, how can I kind of support this vision to come out more than the fear? Because sometimes you have the fear and the dream at the same time. And what they're saying is sometimes one will outweigh the other. So the fear and anxiety will come up here and it will block your path. But then sometimes you start to focus on freedom, leadership, empowerment, and then it turns the scales and this becomes less. So it's what you choose to focus on and how much power you give it. It's the balance. Because you're always going to have fear in your life to one point or another. So it's not negating the fear, it's acknowledging it and seeing what's real about it and what isn't real about it. What is it trying to show me, that fear? The next thing I got was an animal spirit, the cow. The miracles are endless. So the cow's reminding us to be generous of time and energy, but also to remind us all that to be generous with ourselves. And the cow is saying that there's so much abundance. So see, this cow's got flowers in its hair. It's just reminding us that nature has so much abundance for us. There's so many miracles every day happening under our feet we don't notice. The miracle of the sun coming out each day, the miracle of rain. There is miracles everywhere, and the cow spirit is just reminding us to be grateful and to acknowledge it, because these miracles are here for all of us. They're not just here to just happen. The miracles are here for us, and the angels are reminding us to acknowledge them. Acknowledge the animals, acknowledge nature, acknowledge the beautiful things that you see in the world, because this helps more miracles to occur because you're putting your attention there. The overlighting energy this week is the dragonfly for this week, and it says truth transcends illusion. Truth transcends illusion. So this is coming back to us realigning ourselves to our I am, our souls, and deciphering and discerning what is illusion and what is truth. Because essentially that's the choice you have with your perspective. Do you choose to see this from truth, or do you see it for the illusion that it is? So the dragonfly is very clear. And our last energy for this week is the water guardian. It's been around us the last couple of weeks because of the moon. Makes sense. The water guardian is reminding us to connect with our emotions. So today, the only thing you can do is just breathe. Check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. Are you feeling sad, happy, glad, mad? Are you feeling out of sorts? And just remembering to honor those feelings. So if you're feeling tired, rest. If you are feeling energetic, go for a run. Listen to your body. And I've got this beautiful card here, and it says I am presence. And it says the cosmos. So the cosmos are within us, and the I am card came out yesterday for me, and I felt really strongly guided to talk about our souls today. And I'm going to do a pick a card for us today because I feel like we need messages to support our own individual journey. So I'm going to do a reading soon for what our souls or I am would like us to know right now. Felt strongly guided to do that. I just feel like we need to go more within versus to go to external sources, because to solve our issues on the earth we all have to go within. There's no more reliance on other people and external circumstances, because that's illusion. Right. So we're just going to pick some animal spirit cards, see what they want us to know, and then we'll get into the pick a card. So what do the animals want us to know right now? To support us in our vision, our energy in the here and now, how to cope with the Lion's Gate. First card. So the energy that's coming in for this Lion's Gate and to help us move forward is it's time to let go. It's Groundhog Day. So it's time to let go of things that no longer serve us. Instead of holding on so tightly in the fear of new things and possibilities coming along. It's almost holding on to old patterns as well. So some of us sabotage ourselves by holding on to things that no longer serve us, and you know it's not good for you. E.g., it might be that chocolate, might be that thought, might be that pattern, and it's almost like it's time to let go. So the groundhog is just reminding us that in order to go with the flow and trust in the process and just ride these waves of chaos, which it feels like, you need to just let go and let God. And it's almost like there's a sense of faith and trust you got to have in the universe in order to ride this wave. That's why Michael and Ikea Faith came out in the beginning with the blue ray. That's their message as well. You just got to let go sometimes and not control so much. Right, next message. Right, so this is the eel spirit, and it says bring your ideas to life. The eel is also saying too that the eel likes to kind of sometimes go within, like go down into the dark waters and sit there for a while, and then only comes up to feed. So the eel is telling me that it's time for us to take a deep dive and go down. And sometimes that means going into the stuff that we don't like to look at. So sometimes it's our shadow aspects. And the only thing is it's able to be brought up to the surface, so more light can be shown on that situation. So the eel spirit is saying it's time for us to take a dive, time for us to go down, bring it up to the surface and actually look at it for what it is and see if there's anything we can do around helping to promote maybe more self-care around it, maybe more compassion, mercy and grace. Interesting messages. Thank you, animals. 2 more messages from the animals, and then we'll do a pick a card. Next card is the chameleon spirit. Act as if. So the angels are saying to me as well that the first thing to do when you're not feeling it is to just act as if you've already got it, or act as if you already are thinking it, doing it. Act as if. It's that whole energy of just putting your focus somewhere else and thinking, what is the opposite of what I'm feeling right now? So if I'm feeling not that great, can I do something or change something in order for me to start going in the direction of that vibration that I want to go in? So looking at what you're eating, looking at what you're thinking, just being conscious of yourself. Because consciousness gives us the power to make change. That is the message from the chameleon. Consciousness gives us the power to make changes. Very wise animal spirits. Next one is the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. So the turtle is saying, take your time in these turbulent times. It feels like life is speeding up. It almost tells us to slow down. So the faster you feel you're getting, like you feel like you're getting out of control with the speed of life, it's actually momentum. It's just momentum building up behind you, saying it's the right time, and that everything that you focus on is going to come to fruition. But in order to kind of slow yourself down a little bit, it's like the Roadrunner, like, you know, the one that goes beep beep, and I don't know if you remember the Roadrunner, but it runs really fast. And what they're saying is you can choose to be the Roadrunner, or you can choose to be the turtle. Because life will speed up either way, but it's choosing to anchor in the earth and actually take the time to pay attention to where you are. That's what the turtle's saying. People kind of don't pay attention to their surroundings, what they're doing, what they're saying. They go on automatic pilot, and today is not the day to do that. Today is the day you actually come back to yourself and listen to yourself and actually acknowledge where you are. Okay, one more message. Okay, the koala spirit. The koala is saying it is time to make a change. Spirit has a plan. It is time to make a change. Spirit has a plan. So this plan's here to support you. Spirit always has plans, backup plans, backup plans, and it's all being deciphered and dictated by your soul, your higher self. So you can alter them, you can change them, you can, you know, if you are conscious and you connect into your soul, you can talk to your soul and find out what the best path is right now. Or whether it's just sitting and waiting in the hermit mode, or whether it's time to be the Roadrunner. So this is all dictated. The more you're aligned, the more that you'll be doing it from a space of pure passion, pure love, pure alignment. If you are out of sorts and the energy is too much, you need to take the time to reconnect with spirit. That's that simple. Okay, we're going to do a pick a card now. Very exciting. So I'm going to use some cards that I haven't used before, and they're called the Akashic Tarot cards. And they help you to connect in with your Akashic records. So I felt these were appropriate cards to connect into your soul, your higher self. We're also going to use the animal spirits, and we're going to connect into our ancestors as well. So I'm just going to pull them over. So we're going to use some cards today. So we're going to use 3 animal spirits to be who you're most drawn to. So these are the messages you need to hear right now from your soul, your higher self, your team of light. So if you're drawn to the dragonfly, that's pile number 1. If you're drawn to the cow, that's pile number 2. If you're drawn to the seahorse, that's pile number 3. So 1, 2, or 3. What does your soul want you to know right now? Your I am, your higher self. And these are general messages, so make sure that you only take what resonates with you, because not all messages are going to resonate. Some will, some won't, or all of them might resonate with you, what you need to know right now. So we're going to start with pile number 1. Pile number 1. This is your reading. This is your card. This is your messages from spirit, your I am, your team of light. So we're going to start with the Akashic records. See what your soul, your I am wants you to know. For the first pile, the dragonfly. 3 messages, please. So the first thing they want to speak to you about, if you look into this picture, there's a storm in the background, there's some animals at the front. It's got the King of Forces. So just look at that card, see the colours within it, the animals. The King of Forces. So the card is actually showing me that you have a choice. You now have a lot of sovereignty over your situation, your current conditions in your life. You have actually a lot of power to make changes, and you are able to look back, but they're saying stop looking back, because that's not where your answers are. Your answers are here moving forward. So the King of Forces, who's someone who's able to work with the elements, manipulate time and space, is able to connect into the consciousness of animals and nature. So you do have a lot of energy and a lot of power to you. And there is a storm brewing in the background. And it's about a matter of just being aware of it and conscious of it. And then when it does come forward as like rain and thunder and lightning, like weather does, you will be prepared for it. So it's saying to just watch and wait, but also you have a lot of power and authority over your environment as well. So that's message number 1 for pile number 1. Second message, this is called the 5 of Keys, and it's got the treasure. So in this picture, there is a man looking down at all of these treasures, but there's also treasure in the background. So he's actually looking at it looks like he's been kind of broken into and things have been taken, but at the back there's this shiny little corner here, which is where the treasure box is. And he's kind of missing it because he's more focused on what he's lost. So this is a message of counting your blessings and actually knowing that there are many blessings to come, because the message here is your soul saying to you there's so much more to come, so many good times to come, so much light to come, and that sometimes looking at the things that you haven't got sometimes pulls you away from the things that are coming already in your life. So that's the message. Last message, 6 of Keys, and this has got an increscent moon. So 6 of Keys is about creation, creating something for the future. So you're on a path, or your soul wants you to go on a journey of creation. It wants you to start looking at how can you bring your manifestations into reality. And you've got a skill, or you've got something that you can offer to the world, and it's starting to pull this together. So your soul really wants you to know that you've got this, you know what you're doing, and to trust yourself. Because it's all about momentum, keeping the momentum up, I'm hearing. Right. So one message, animal spirit, for pile number 1. The fox. Think quick on your feet. So what they're saying for you, particularly pile number 1, is that things are going to happen really quickly. You need to be able to think on your feet. And the more in alignment you are, the better the outcome will be. Okay, and last message from your ancestors. Pile number 1. So you've got 2 cards. You've got Broken Arrow and you've got Winter. So the wolf is about trusting your instincts, following your path, and you know your way home. You know how to get there from point A to point B, and taking it a step at a time. And the wolf doesn't rush. The wolf knows where it's going just by intuition and trusting itself. And the second thing it says, Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So whatever you're encountering now, you're entering into a new stage of peace, acceptance, honoring yourself. This is kind of the new energy that's coming in through the Lion's Gate for you. So pile number 1, you have some new energy coming in. New energy, it's more peaceful, and you just got to trust yourself. So that's message number 1, if you picked the dragonfly. So pile number 2, where were you? Pile number 2 is the cow, if you resonate with the cow spirit. We're just going to do your reading now. So what does your higher self, your soul, want you to know right now? 3 cards. First message is 2 of Keys, the treasure. So it's the same message almost like pile number 1. So this message is slightly different. It's saying to you, for the 2 of Keys, it's about balancing what you give and what you take in your life. So there's your soul's asking you to look at the energy of giving and receiving. And the number 2 is really important to you. You might be seeing 222, the angel messages, just to keep an eye out for that. Pile number 2, and plus the number 2 you've picked. So 2 seems to be significant. Go and look it up to see what it means for you. So they're also saying too that there's some doubt and some uncertainty about what path to take, and some decisions that need to be made. So what they're saying is balance it out. Give yourself time. Don't rush the process. Let the answers come to you. So you just need to be in alignment. Let the universe show you the signs and synchronicities. Be really clear with the universe what you want to manifest, and it will show you. That's message number 1. Right, the next one is 4 of Forces, Spring. So this card shows spring and autumn. So up the top here is spring. So something is manifesting in spring for you, and it's about the 4, it's about balancing. So how we went from 2, we've got progression. So whatever you're wanting to manifest is going to come into manifestation in spring. The ideas are planted. You're going to start seeing the abundance of it. So if there are seeds you've planted for something like a business idea, some changes you want to make, they will come to fruition in spring or start to show the buds of it. Last card, pile number 2. The 8 of Forces. Look at that picture. Powerful. Rain. So it says the lightning bolt. So pile number 2, you're going to be struck with some understanding, some light, some breakthrough. You have been waiting for an answer. The answer is coming. It will come to you, and it will be like a light bulb moment. You'll be like, aha! And so Spirit is reminding you, your soul is reminding you, it will come in due time. You just need to sit with it, and the answer will be shown to you. So take the time to listen. Powerful image. Beautiful. Right. So those are the messages. I'm going to pick one animal spirit for you, pile number 2, who picked the cow. Right, this card is the turkey. The turkey is about harvest. The turkey is also, I'm hearing, about gratitude. So it's actually asking you to just look at how far you've come and just give yourself praise. Give yourself, congratulate yourself for how far you've come. So that's pile number 2. Congratulate yourself. And the last message from your ancestors. I'm really enjoying this energy, just being to be able to sit with the energy of your soul, your I am, and just channel through the messages that you need to hear right now for the highest good, for empowerment, for inspiration, for hope. Right, last message for you is the traveler. So move in a new direction. Isn't that perfect with what the messages you've been having? And move in a new direction. Look at that compass. She's excited. She's ready to go. And actually the energy I'm getting is enthusiasm. You're really enthusiastic. You actually are moving forward now. You feel like you're getting back on track. And so they're saying it's time to move in a new direction for you, pile number 2. So that are the messages. And then last pile, where were you? Who chose the seahorse? This is your messages. So I'm going to check in with the 3 messages if you chose the seahorse, what you need to know right now from your soul, your team of light, to help you kind of navigate these times. So the first one is the Buddha prepares. So you're in a path of initiation right now. There is an opening up for you, and there is an opening that is happening for you in regards to reconnecting with your higher self and just bringing yourself back to center. Look at that. The Buddha prepares. So you're having an initiation, you're going through a process of becoming. There's also a lot of light behind you. You've walked this path many times. You're an ascended, you have a lot of ascended masters around you. You actually work a lot for the light. So the light's here to support you, and it wants you to know you're not alone. And that you're in a stage of preparation and becoming. Second message. The Queen of Roses. Look at her. She's looking at that rose very intently. So the Queen of Roses, pile number 2, your soul wants you to know that you are beautiful. You are appreciated. Your soul wants you to know that you very much are loved, and it wants you to surround yourself with flowers, to actually, like these red flowers at the back, really bring in some roses for yourself as well. It's also take some time for yourself, because you give a lot to others. You do honor your emotions. You're very good at listening to your intuition, and it's saying that look to the future. There are many bright blessings coming your way. Right, pile number 3, last card. Right, 7 of Keys. Look at this, guys, at the top of the mountain, and it's called the Ascent. You have made it. This is what this card is about. You have made it. Your soul's congratulating you on how far you've come. If you don't give yourself enough congratulations, this is your soul acknowledging you. Look at him. He's at the top of the mountain. He's made it. So whatever you have accomplished in the environmental world, the physical world, the emotional world, the spiritual world, you have made it. You're at the top. So we always have peaks and troughs, they're saying, and you're at the peak right now. Even though it may not feel like it, there might be a lesson you're surmounting. There might be a lesson that you are learning, and they're saying that you are doing really well. Okay, last message. The Three of Scrolls, setting your course. So you're on a journey. You're on this new course. You're going in a new direction. And they're saying to just keep focused, keep having intention. Just keep following your heart. Keep following your dreams. You've got this. Right, the message. And I'm hearing there is a message from the stars for you. So you need to go outside and spend some time under the stars for some reason. So the animal that wants to come out, number 60, is the swan. Time for a deep dive. So this is asking you to just listen. Take the time to listen. Take the time to appreciate how far you've come. And it's about beauty again. Really acknowledging the beauty within. Acknowledging how far you've come. And they also are saying to acknowledge how many people's lives you have touched with your positivity, your laughter, your light. Right, final message from your ancestors, pile number 3. The Magic Guardian. You have got magic within you. This is what this card's saying. You unlock the magic within. You have it within you. It's time for you to shine the light for others. It's time for you to show others what you're made of. Because it's almost like you know what you're made of, but you've been afraid to show the world how powerful you can be. It is time for you to be powerful in a positive way, in a positive light. So pile number 3, those are your messages. So we're just going to do a final, pick a card for us and see what our souls and higher selves to help us navigate through these times right now. 3 messages, please. First message is, the overlighting message for all of us is to acknowledge the magic within, to start seeing that we have the power. See the sun behind us, our souls? We have the soul light radiating from us, each and every one of us, and it's here to stay. It's permanent. It's going to become brighter. So watch this space. Watch how the humans are going to become more ascended and more powerful and more positive. It's happening, guys. That's what they're saying. The angels are saying it's happening. 2 more messages. Next one is Direction Guardian. Choose your path. So the angels want us to know, our I am, our souls want us to know we choose our direction. We choose our paths. It wants us to know that there are all these forces around us helping us out. You've got the animal spirits, the angels, the star, the galactics. They are all here to help us, but we must choose our path and walk it. That's a powerful message. And last message, please. The shaman, trust in higher power. Trust in the higher power or forces. So there is a beautiful thing going on with each and every one of us. We are transforming in our own way, and it's just to respect each other and respect each other's time that it takes to transform. Patience is key. Patience. Letting people become when they need to rather than when we think they need to, and just allowing children to be who they are, adults to be who they are. We are all innocent children. We all deserve the same rights, the same respect for each other, kindness. We all deserve it. The final message I've got here is Unconditional Love by Mother Mary. So I'm just going to put this up here. And I'm just going to say this, I'm just going to bring you a bit closer. Let's bring you a bit closer. Yeah, that's better. So Mother Mary wanted me to pass on a message to you all. And it's about unconditional love. It's about this. Ooh. So if you can see Mary in the middle, she's sitting in the middle of this beautiful crystal. She's reflecting out to other people compassion, mercy and grace and love. And she's asking us, each and every one of us, to think of a person right now who really needs extra light and love in their lives right now, whether it be a family member, a pet, a child, a situation. She's asking you to visualize them right now in a circle of pure diamond light, like this one and Mother Mary is surrounded by. And she's asking you to invite her in and asking her to bring light to the situation, healing, compassion, mercy, and love. So thinking of one person that you can think of, or a situation, a work colleague, anyone that needs extra light and healing, seeing them in your heart, seeing them and surrounded with a crystal dome of light, and see Mother Mary blessing them with healing energy. Mother Mary is with you now, and she's saying to us all that remember to breathe, remember that we all are here for each other, and remember that a smile goes a long way, a hug goes a long way, and also sending healing energy to somebody, or thinking of somebody and praying for them, praying for their healing energy, sending them blessings or support through prayer is such a powerful thing, because it's vibration, it's energy. It means that that goes to that person, and it is either used straight away, or that higher self of that person uses it later. So the more that we are able to call on assistance for others or light for the planet, the more that our prayers get answered. The energy builds, Mother Mary is saying, that the more that we are able to do this for other people, it comes back to us tenfold. So today, if there's one thing you can take away, is be kind to yourself, but also take the time to think of somebody and ask Mother Mary, or whoever your team of light is, Archangel Michael, to come in and bless them with light and love, healing, whatever it is they require for the highest good. So we're just going to end with a beautiful prayer, since we're in this space. So looking at the candle, we now set our intention to send love and peace to the entirety of the planet, the animals, the children, the trees, the insects, the sea life, all life on earth. We ask that the angels, our guides, our teachers, spread the light to every single living being on this planet right now, including Mother Gaia. We ask that our prayers be answered with divine love and grace. We ask that the light of the Creator invoke purity and peace within our hearts, and that we call in Archangel Raphael to surround us with balance right now on the planet, bringing us back into balance and harmony and grace. And we finally call in Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, and Lady Nada to just bring in the vibration of love within our hearts, and just connecting us to the consciousness of all that is. And so it is. So enjoy the energy of today. I hope this video has served you well. It's a very quick video, but I felt that there was a need for it. And enjoy the energy of today, and just remember to breathe. Have a good day. Bye.